Everyone, Nut Free Mama here. Today I'm going to show you how to make color swirl sugar cookies. Alright, for this I thought it would be a cute recipe to do for a bake sale at school, so I'm going to use our school colors. So you feel free to use your school colors, or you could make these into Christmas cookies, Halloween cookies. So first we need to start off with our ingredients. You need 3 cups of flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of butter, which equals 2 sticks, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then whatever color food coloring you want, because you're going to color your dough. We need 2 different colors. So I'm using red and black. So I'm going to mix some colors together to make black. And then you also need some kind of sprinkles, about a cup of them. I'm going to use these gray and silver and white sprinkles. First, you want to take a large bowl and cream together your sugar and butter until it is nice and fluffy, so about 5 minutes with an electric mixer. And make sure that your butter is softened before you do this. That looks good, so next we are going to go ahead and combine our dry ingredients in a separate bowl. Alright, you can just whisk that together with a whisk, and then we are going to add that into our wet mixture slowly. Sorry, rewind. We need to add in our eggs and vanilla extract to the wet before we add in our dry. Sorry about that. Alright, that is well combined. So next we are going to go ahead and add our dry. So just a recap, since I messed up there. You want to first cream together your sugar and butter until it's fluffy. Then you add in your eggs and vanilla, mix that all together, and then you combine your dry ingredients in a separate bowl, whisk those together, and now we are going to add them in just a little bit at a time. Alright, after that is mixed, you can go ahead and put those into 2 separate bowls, because we're going to have 2 colors for the school colors. And like I said, mine is going to be red and black, so just go ahead and add your food coloring, however much or little that you want, and just mix it in really well. Alright, so after your doughs are all mixed, I tried to do black. It's kind of more of a dark gray, but I used a lot of food coloring to make that. And then here's my red over here. So what you're going to do is just throw down a piece of parchment paper, and we are going to just roll these out in between 2 pieces of parchment paper, you know, starting with the red first, and then when you're done with the red, get 2 more pieces of parchment paper and do the black or whatever other color. Okay, I have my red in between my 2 sheets of parchment paper, so now I am just going to roll those. You want them to be about 11 by 9 inches and 1/4 of an inch thick. Okay, the red looks good, so now I am going to get started on the black. Alright, the black is all ready to go, so now we are just going to go ahead and put those in the refrigerator for at least 10 minutes, but if you want to do it longer, the better. Alright, after your 10 minutes is up, go ahead and pull those out of the refrigerator, and then we are going to remove the top layer of parchment paper from each and wet them with water. Alright, now we are going to just put one color on top of the other, very carefully. This is what it should look like. Go ahead and trim off your edges all along the sides just to make it nice and even. And now we are going to roll that up using the bottom of the parchment paper, but don't wrap the parchment paper in with it. After you have the whole log wrapped, rolled up like this, you just want to go ahead, and I just put my sprinkles right on the parchment paper and kind of rolled it back and forth. And if anything comes apart, you can just put it right back together. So next we are going to go ahead and put this back into the refrigerator for about 15 more minutes. Alright, right before you get ready to get your dough out of the refrigerator, preheat your oven to 325. Alright, my first batch is ready to go into the oven. I just cut them into 1/4 inch slices, and I did have to kind of flatten them and shape them a little because my dough is not quite set up. The consistency changed a little with all the food coloring. So now we're going to put these in the oven at 325 for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, the first batch is out of the oven, so they are nice and cooled off, and we're going to have taste tester have a little taste. I said they almost look like those little painted rocks that everybody hides these days. Okay, we have one just for taste tester right here. Okay, taste tester, have a little.
Yeah, yummy.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, come back and see us again, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Like it. Bye.